Modern Percussion Revolvers, Part 7B, Big Game Hunting. William Hovey Smith, 2011.
I'm Hovey Smith. It is now almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, and we are hunting at the convergence of 5 game paths on the very corner of one of my food plots. Now, we have had some success. Now, this gun, the Buffalo Revolver by Pieta, has taken 5 squirrels and also a deer, although it took 2 shots to get the job done. One shot hit in the spine and knocked the deer down. It struggled to get up, and then I shot it again through the heart, and that killed it. Now, this illustrated the utility of the percussion revolver in that you do have multiple shots. Now, the percussion revolver does have some inherent problems. You notice that this revolver is cocked. This is very, very dangerous. It is something I do for reasons that will become obvious in a second or two, but I cannot recommend that anyone else do. This is an easy way to get shot in the foot. Or if the gun falls from a tree stand, it will almost surely detonate when it hits the ground if it falls in a cocked position. Why do I do such a dangerous act? This is why. If you cock the revolver, you can hear the sounds of it being cocked. These are very close-range deer. I am attempting to shoot deer at between 10 and 35 or 40 yards. They can hear this sound. With other single-shot pistols, muzzle-loading pistols, you may silent cock the gun. That is, you can cock it without making a sound. That is not an option with these revolvers. Now, this is the Ruger Old Army. I have it loaded with a conical bullet, whereas the Pieta is loaded with a round ball. Now, this is a much more powerful load, but it illustrates another problem with these pistols. They are shiny. If I were going to design the ideal hunting percussion revolver, it would have a black matte finish and not be shiny.
This is actually where I shot that first doe. You see a tree in the center far of the photo? Well, in front of that tree is about where I shot that deer. Now, that deer was hit in the spine and knocked down, and you see the bullet hit right above the hammer, and then below the trigger guard, you'll see the bullet through the heart. Now, here I am setting up, getting ready for another shot. The deer is approaching to the front of me, and you'll see me slowly raise the pistol right now. Here we go. Deer is moving. Deer is moving in front. It's passing behind some trees, and when it gets behind a tree, you'll see me make a little more rapid movement. There we go. All right. Getting ready. I'm actually aiming at the deer right now and squeezing the trigger. It seems to take forever for that gun to fire, but you'll actually see it do the job. Okay. Getting ready. Getting ready. Getting ready.
Oh. Well, folks, whee. That was a recreation of a shot that I just made on a buck deer after about 6 trips with this gun trying to get a kill with it. Smallish buck, But it was time to really get this thing done and over with. So I shot him facing through the point of this shoulder as he was angling away. And we're going to go up and find the buck right now. You can see how thick this stuff is. So you can walk straight by a deer here and in fact never see it. And right there is where he is. A little buck. I don't normally shoot bucks this size, but it was time I got a deer killed with this gun. The bullet hole you see above the leg, now that's the exit wound. So the bullet penetrated the deer at an angle and went through, more or less a foot of deer right there. Whoa. Well, we got the deer out to the woods and back to the trail. And of course, this was a Ruger Old Army that did it in. And this was the bullet, Kato Ojama's 240 grain lead bullet. And it penetrated the point of the shoulder about here and then went diagonally through the deer at this direction. Now revolvers, being revolvers, have more than one shot. So I still had several chambers loaded. On the way out, guess what? I also took a squirrel. Now this squirrel was actually shot with the same load at a somewhat longer distance than I shot the deer, as it turned out. But it killed it quite dead, as you see. Thank you for joining me on my adventures with the Percussion Revolvers. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the series and got a lot out of it. These are seriously capable guns.
In case you're just joining us, these are the guns we've talked about in this series. They range from .22 caliber to .45.
Well now, this is Hovey Smith reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be safe, be ethical, goodbye, and God bless.
As you might suspect from someone who writes a book like Backyard Deer Hunting, Converting Deer to Doner to Pennies per Pound, I cook my deer, and here's one of the dishes I made. For more information on percussion revolvers. Now I do have a longer version of this video on YouTube, and also 6 parts, 1 through 6, that takes you through the loading, shooting, cleaning, and selection of these guns and small game hunting. Now you can find more detailed information on loads and such on my blog with www.hoveysmith.com. I also got a radio show, Hovey's Outdoor Adventures, and I had 2 episodes on handgun hunting in 2011. New book, Extreme Muzzleloading, coming soon. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors.